A former trooper in the Household Cavalry who became Britain's highest profile gay soldier has written about his 10-year career in the army. And from homophobia to serving in Iraq to sharing a tank turret with Prince Harry, James Wharton has had plenty of material to draw upon. Earlier today, he spoke to me about his book, Out in the Army, and began by telling me how homosexuality was regarded when he first joined up.
Well, it was still new days, I guess. The law changed in 2000, so the hangover from the previous years and years of homosexuality being illegal within the military was still very evident. There was a large hangover from that. If you think, the majority of the military in 2003 had served before the law had changed in 2000, and for every day they were told, if you suspect your friend's gay, you've got a duty to report them to the chain of command, and then all of a sudden it changed.
Indeed, and in your book there's a picture of you in your first few days as you started, and you had a derogatory, you were on the right there, aren't you?
Yeah, that's me.
You had a derogatory remark really early on.
Yeah, on the first day, actually, the platoon sergeant said that there was some ground rules that he needed to make sure we knew, and it was the usual stuff like be on time, don't be late, always have the correct equipment, don't bully anybody, and ironically, don't come out if you're a fag. That was the line. And to be stood there and listening to that 4 hours into my career, I thought to myself, oh, okay, there's going to be a little bit of a problem here, maybe.
And there's also a picture of you a couple of days after you did come out, though.
Yeah, that's 2005.
Why did you come out, and when, and what made you do so?
I'd settled into the regiment by then in 2005, and that's my good mate Dean Perryman, who's still serving in the Household Cavalry. And I was surrounded by the right people, I guess. I had really good mates, Dean being one of them, and a couple of others. And I just felt in the right environment to be able to say, actually, that I was gay. I think London...
So you were in the closet for how long?
Well, up until that point, I'd been in the military for 18 months, and it was the first time in my life that I'd said that I was gay to people. So I'd been serving by then 18 months, and that's when I came out.
Did it make any difference being in the closet or coming out in terms of your relationships with your comrades?
I guess when I did come out, things changed only because people were very curious about who I was and this background of mine. So there was a lot of sort of questions from other soldiers, are you the gay one, or whatever, things like that. But in terms of my professional relationships, I think there was not much change, actually.
You also write in the book about when you were a gunner for Prince Harry when he came out training with you in Canada. What kind of a soldier is he? Well, I mean, as someone under his command, I thought he was an excellent soldier. I thought he was a great commander. I felt... He's there
like
on the end, isn't he, on the right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, what can I say? It's not really normal for a soldier to rate an officer, but I thought he was excellent, yeah. And
in particular, he stuck up for you, didn't he, at one point?
Yeah, I got myself into a bit of a situation with a couple of infantry guys while I was out there, and yeah, the troop leader there had to intervene and deal with a situation. I think I was heading towards a bit of a homophobic beating at one point, and he defused that situation completely and really sorted things out. How
do you think he would react to you writing about him in the book? Because I suppose some soldiers might not like the fact that you give details of what went on tour in a book.
I understand that actually completely, but what I've been quite keen to put across is that in the book I really wanted to write an honest 10 years, an honest account of them 10 years. And them 4 weeks that I spent serving under his command was a standout moment in my own personal journey. But that particular situation, if it had been any officer who did what he did, I'd have still recorded it in the book because it was a watershed moment for me.
Not many, if any, generals or brigadiers are openly out. Why is that?
It's a really good question, and I have I explore that at the end of my book, and I do think we're selling ourselves down slightly when you look at the diversity amongst our generals. It doesn't represent the diversity further down the ranks, and 2013, we should be having a general who's not just a white guy married with 2 kids at some point. There was a brigadier, though, who not so long ago, who's no longer serving, but yeah, generals, not yet.